Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. Today, a Sunshine State showdown in Florida. They believe their level of football is just a cut above. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the South Florida Bulls taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in their recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. He's got it. At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Seminoles. What a catch and run for 6.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So USF's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulls.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He leaves it with his back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Got room at the 35. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal flag. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Firing to the right, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll run play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. With the catch, it's Avery. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Buys a little time with his feet. Finding an escape route. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Bulls looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's caught! Touchdown, USF!
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Snagged in the middle. It's Peters. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Now the play fake. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Feeling some heat. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Fullback's got it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. From the gun, looking for a man. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Dumps it to the back. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ortega. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Florida. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Let's see what they do on third down. The play action fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he intercepts it.
He's shown you why he's so versatile as a strong safety. This is a guy that we've seen come down to the box, support the run. He can tackle out in space, but he's also really good on the back end in coverage. That time in the cover 2 look, doing a great job with his eyes. And he also shows you off the ball skills, making that pick.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback checking off. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Johnson looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with a pick.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner. but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer. And how about the conversion, the big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Try to get it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
Throwing right. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Second interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? You know, look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making plays. This man might have made himself some money at the next level.
And they get the sack right out of the gate.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Running back searching for a hole. Smashes through. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires on the run. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Breaks the tackle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Line getting set on second down. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Makes the grab down the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
It's complete on the right side. Oh! He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They will score! Touchdown, Florida State! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Hawaii. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late, and you want to run the football, you want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the fullback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Bulls are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bulls with the 1st and 10. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Rifles it down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bulls. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set.
28, Florida State, 14.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. spectacular layout and catch. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly.
The pass attempt falls incomplete. It leads to second down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught near the sideline, it's Avery. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
It's now second down.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's going to pass on second down. Getting some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game down a couple of scores, and now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on out.
Line gets set, first down. Johnson wants to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.